Welcome to Chamber Chatter. I'm Gina, the Social Media and Event Coordinator at the Clarkston Chamber.
And I'm Emily Ford, the 2019 President of the Clarkston Area Chamber of Commerce. Today we'll be welcoming guests to discuss the Light Bulb Moment of the Month, upcoming events, Membership Minute and Now Hiring segment, Nonprofit of the Month, and at the conclusion of the episode, we will be sharing highlights from our road rally, a recent ribbon cutting, and a recent video of our Women in Business event. In an effort to celebrate the accomplishments and successes of our members, we recognize a member for Light Bulb Moment of the Month.
This is an opportunity for the Chamber to showcase our members that have taken action to be more sustainable, save money, or help the community. Light Bulb Moment winners additional recognition for the month of their win, highlighting their efforts.
This month we are recognizing Bespoke Permanent Cosmetics, and joining us today to discuss her efforts is Cecilia. Welcome.
Hi guys, thank you for having me today.
Thanks for being here. Could you tell us a little bit more about permanent makeup?
Absolutely. So permanent makeup is a form of a cosmetic tattoo. So basically it can be done on eyebrows, eyeliner, lips, and it's for men and women.
Well, awesome. And so when you say permanent, how long does it usually last, or does it depend on what kind of makeup you're applying?
That is a very good question, because permanent makeup used to be permanent before, and we just kept the name, but really lately it's only semi-permanent. So it will only stay for a couple years, and so it's only on the surface of the skin, and then the color will fade over time until it's gone.
Okay.
So that's why maintenance is important here, but yeah, it's just semi-permanent.
So what's an example of like an application process that one of your clients would undergo when they see you?
So the first thing I'd like to do is consultation, because that's really important to understand what's the goals of my clients about getting the permanent makeup done or semi-permanent makeup done.
Yeah.
And we discuss all the things that they have in mind, and then I answer questions and I learn about them, about the skin. Skin is where we're going to be working on, so it's really important to have a very good knowledge of what type of skin am I working, because there's different treatments that can be done. So for example, eyebrows, there's two different techniques that I use for eyebrows. One is microblading and the other one is micropigmentation. So I have these two techniques available because microblading is not for everyone. So there are certain skin types and certain conditions that they're not friendly with the treatment. So basically, after the consultation, the client can schedule their appointment, and when they come back for the treatment, I go through different steps and I walk them through every single one of them. So first is eyebrow design. Just talking about eyebrows, eyebrow design.
Eyebrows are very important.
Yeah.
Eyebrows, yes, they are.
Yeah.
It's amazing how important they are for the face. They really frame not only the eyes, but the whole face. Also will give expression to the face. So it's very important, the design, because we wanted to give the right communicate those emotions and give the right concept of each unique face. So going back to your question, so basically they once we get the design for the eyebrow shape, and I pay attention to their bone structure, their facial shape, and personality, of course, what they want, and then we come up with nice eyebrow. And once the client is like thumbs up, then I'll do a lot of measurements. So make sure that everything is symmetrical, it's the same thickness, the same length, because they said that eyebrows are, are you familiar with the phrase?
No, I'm trying to think of the phrase. I can't think of it. What
they
is it?
said eyebrows are cousins, not twins, or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not super positive about it, but anyway, they said that they don't need to be exactly the same, but I think if we're going through all this process, let's try to make it as even and similar as
Yeah.
possible.
You have good eyebrows. So,
Thank you. I need to go make sure they're all right now. But it's very true. Not all eyebrows, my right eyebrow is better than my left, but yeah.
And then we have like both sides of the face. They're
Right.
never really like exactly.
Yeah.
but the same. But we try. We try to just balance everything to make it look perfect as possible.
Is there anything in particular that you think people should know about, like the procedure or anything like that? Like I would think maybe some people think there's like pain involved or what have you. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So it's actually a really good news because with my techniques, it's pretty much painless free. So most of my clients, they fall asleep during the procedure.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, everybody take a nap.
Nice and relaxing, right?
Yeah, so they just relax. My office is really like in the spa section of the facility, so it's very quiet, and we have relaxing music, and then the bed is really comfortable, so you're not in pain. So yeah,
Awesome.
most likely everybody takes a nap.
Perfect.
So that's just an added bonus. So can you tell us where you're located then?
We're here in Clarkston on Dixie Highway, and I am probably like a quarter mile from 75. And yeah, we're just right here in this community. We love Clarkston, and I'm not originally from United States, and we moved first to Ohio. Then my husband's relocation job brought us here, and we were trying to figure out where to buy a house. So we went around, and Michigan is really nice overall, but when we came to Clarkston, we were like, oh my gosh, this place is amazing. People are really friendly. The vibe is really good. So we decided to stay here. And I decided to open my business here because I love the community.
Well, thank you for being a woman in business in the community. We appreciate it. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us about your business or the process?
There's something really exciting about Bespoke right now. We have a program where we help people that they're having alopecia or they have issues with cancer before. So unfortunately, they lose the hair on the eyebrows. For alopecia patients, they lose the hair on eyebrows and eyelashes. So I really think that I really like what I do, and I think it's awesome the way that I can not only help women to get their sometimes confidence back, or sometimes just take those extra minutes that you do in the morning to get your eyebrows on point.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I say, on point.
Right.
Yeah, just like, like make your life easier.
Right.
I love that fact. But then I recognize that there's a need out there for patients with these two things. So I decided to treat 2 patients a month for free. So really, like, I wanted to, once I'm here, communicate and use this channel to reach out people and let them know what we're doing here.
Well, that's a wonderful thing. It's so nice of you to give back in that way, and I'm sure it's just an invaluable thing that they would not be able to achieve elsewhere. So thank you for that
Thank you.
too.
For me, it's a pleasure. I just feel like it's just warmed my heart, the fact that I can give them something that they really need, and it just makes me super happy. So if anybody out there, or you know anybody who needs eyebrows and they have these 2 things going on, for cancer patients, I prefer when they're finished with their chemotherapy to come over for treatment. But for alopecia patients, just add me there. My website is going to be on the screen, so you can contact us at any time.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here, Cecilia. It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too,
And
guys.
thanks for
Thank you
everything
for
you do.
having me.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.
We'll see you around.
Thank you. The Chamber highlights a nonprofit member each month to raise awareness about their organization and all the great things that they are doing. This month, we are proud to highlight Oakland Mediation Center. And joining us today is our Executive Director, Charity Burke. Welcome, Charity.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Thanks for being here today. Could you tell us a little bit about your organization's mission?
Sure. So our mission is managing conflict, resolving disputes, and promoting communication. So we do this through mediation, education, and low-cost legal services.
Awesome. How was your organization started?
We opened our doors 30 years ago. We were started at the suggestion of the Oakland County Bar Association, and we service Oakland County. There are 18 community dispute resolution centers across the state, all funded by the State Court Administrative Office, and it was started just over 30 years ago.
So are there other avenues in which you need to raise money for your projects or efforts?
Yes, so we are partially grant funded. We also do fee for service, so we do charge for some of our mediation services programs. We also offer trainings, both for people wanting to become mediators, people that are already mediators that would like to have some advanced trainings, and people who would just like some additional communication and conflict management skills that maybe don't want to be mediators. And we just recently started a low-cost legal services program, and we charge about $1 a minute with very low retainer, and so we take the proceeds from that to help offset the cost for many of our youth services.
And I know before we started filming, you were telling us a little bit about how raising awareness is really kind of one of your challenges, and how
Yes.
are you working to overcome that?
So I like to say that Oakland Mediation Center is kind of Oakland County's best kept secret. So we've really been focusing on working on our marketing efforts, focusing on social media. Last year we hired a business development lead to try and bring awareness to all of the corners of Oakland County.
So is there any initiatives that you guys are currently working on?
Yes, like I just mentioned, we have new business development lead, and we are focusing on outreach to businesses, small to mid-sized businesses in particular, to look at education for training for their employees, maybe benefits packages for mediation services, things like that. And the low-cost legal services program, we just started that up at the end of last year. So that's something new that we're looking to grow. If people don't qualify for legal aid, but they can't afford a private attorney, then they can come to the Oakland Mediation Center.
So they can obtain legal advice in kind of like all facets then? Or are there any specialties that the Mediation Center really has in their back pocket?
So we handle civil, family, and probate matters for individuals. We don't represent companies, but we primarily focus on civil, family, and probate.
Okay, great. And then is there anything in particular that you really like about being in your position as executive director, like something that you find really rewarding about your job?
I love the impact that we make to the community. With various programs, you could see the impact going down the road. For other programs, for example, our special education program, where we facilitate IEP meetings between families and schools, you can feel that immediate impact to the child. We are a volunteer-based organization, so all of the mediators are highly qualified, just as a private mediator would be, but they are truly altruistic, and they just want to give back and make a difference to the community, and I'm so proud of that and the impact that we've made over the last 30 years. We do about 2,500 cases a year.
Wow.
And we have empowered over 100,000 youth through our Peers Making Peace program, which teaches our youth to mediate in the schools.
It's amazing. So thank you for the impact that you're making in our community, and hopefully the awareness will keep spreading, and you have a very important job. So
Thank you.
yes,
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Some upcoming events we have is our Body Mind Green Expo on April 18th at the Clarkston High School. Food Truck Rally, May 17th. This location is to be determined. And our Concert in the Park series, our first one starts on June 14th. Our Member Minute and Now Hiring segment, we have Rebecca's Health and Nutrition Source, who are looking for a wellness coach. If you're interested in a rewarding career in health and nutrition, Rebecca's has an opportunity for you. They aren't like your normal health food store. They offer one-on-one advice to their customers. Customer service comes first, so communication skills and confidence is key. They are willing to train you to become a successful wellness coach. Night and weekend availability is required. They are looking to grow their company, opening new stores every year with room for advancement and growth in the near future. Real Living Great Lakes Real Estate is hiring a part-time admin/call coordinator to start immediately. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. This position could be a shared position. Please send your resumes to kkuhn@mirealsource.com.
Chamber members can be featured on Chamber Chatter. We are concluding today's show with a recent ribbon cutting and video highlight. We hope you enjoy.
Thanks for watching.
See you next month.
This event is so important for not only the Chamber but the community. We have women from all over Clarkson coming together, talking about how they got to where they are today. We had Kelly LaFontaine from LaFontaine Automotive, Katie Bowman from Bowman Chevrolet. We had Sarah Schneider, owner of The Fed, and she's also a social media celebrity, I guess you could say. And then we had Aubrey Emerson, and she's the owner of the Clarkson Makeup Studio. And they just talked about how they got to where they are today, who helped them along the way, who are their mentors. We're really looking forward to incorporating a panel discussion in the future for other events. And I just thought it was a really well-run event, and we're looking forward to the years to come. My favorite part about the event was probably the panel discussion as a whole. We just decided to do this year. Generally we have the keynote speaker, so I just thought it was something different and more relatable to the audience, just talking to these local businesswomen.